Maple cream is basically you take the maple syrup and you boil it more and heat it more than what you do with maple syrup, so it actually brings out more water. And then it's a spreadable mixture, like peanut butter. So it's called maple butter or maple cream. Add your little bit of oil to keep the foam down, and then you bring it up to a certain temperature, and then you cool it really quickly on ice or snow. And then once it's cooled to 120, you can remove the thermometer and start stirring, and the kids love that, or anybody can love that. I did it last night. I did it last night and I loved it. So.
One day in early spring, an Indian chief came home from a long day of hunting and stuck his tomahawk in one of the trees outside his longhouse, as he did every night. Now, being that maple trees are very abundant in his area, this tree happened to be a maple. The next morning, the chief woke and left for another hunt, taking his tomahawk from the tree. It just so happened that there was a bowl sitting at the base of this tree directly under the gash. As the warm spring sun shone on the maple tree, the sap began to run out of the gash, down the trunk, and dripped into the bowl. As evening approached, the chief's daughter began to prepare dinner. She needed a pail of water to boil dinner in, though. As she walked past the tree on her way down to the creek, she noticed the bowl full of water sitting by the tree. Rather than walk all the way to the creek, the chief's daughter decided to use this water. As the dinner boiled, the water boiled away, and by the time dinner was done, the water, which was actually maple sap, had boiled down to the first maple syrup. From that point on, maple syrup became an important part of the Native Americans' diet.
Actually, a film will produce on the top, and that's when you actually want to remove your thermometer. If you move it during the process, it's going to create crystals in your cream, make it a little gritty. I mean, it'll still be good. So it's still maple, but it'll be gritty. It won't be smooth. And then you just have it continually stir the mixture. So if you want to...
So once you fold it in half,
very delicious. Really
the
sticky.
rounded part of the template you
I've never had it. I'm looking
Okay.
It's actually good.
Do you want to do this?
So it becomes lighter and lighter?
It becomes lighter in color and less glossy. And the old timers say, "Oh, well, you just do it until it doesn't go through the snow anymore." I'm like,
Well, yeah, you just
Really?
you just boil it up. You don't want to stir it though,
right.
and then you know when it starts to get thicker, you can take your spoon and just pour. You know, you've taken your snow and you put it in like we put it in a. Well, we have a big metal pan, but you can use a dish pan, but you got to pack it down really tight, the snow. So you want it really packed down. And just take a spoonful and just drip it on, and then you'll see if it like melts and goes through the snow really fast, it's not thick enough.
That's what they were saying. I was like,
Eventually it'll just stay on top. And then it starts to harden, and so like some people like it when it's softer, you could take your fork and you just take it and you just roll it like taffy. It's like taffy. The longer it stays on the snow, then eventually it gets hard and you can take your fork and you just hit it and you have like...
So you don't actually eat the snow?
No, you don't eat the snow. You're just cooling your syrup on the top of the snow.
anybody else want to stir?
So I had just
Right.
to have it here and to do all
You
this.
actually do it. It's pretty cool.
And then sell it. And that's like the we can put that in
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You want this one? Yeah. No.
relaxing too.
Else want to try?
And this is a nice stage to start to pour it into containers, so it's easy. But it will harden up a little bit, but like still be spreadable. And I have samples for you guys to take with you that I made last night, and we can also taste some fresh ones. So if you want to grab a spoon. Wow. It's almost at that point.
Oh my god, it's good.
Yeah. Good? See how that just instantly turned that way? Yeah. Yeah. I think you like
This is sent from an tree. Or the tree.
This syrup actually came from a place we get up north. We work with a guy just because we don't usually always make enough for the demand that we get here. So the kids, we produce some and the kids bottle it, but we also order in and the kids bottle it. So this is from that because we haven't made any yet. Oh my God. Oh no, this comes from Liberty, New York. Oh, you buy it. You buy some.
Oh my goodness.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a very different experience. I've never had this before.
Oh my God, that's good. Fabulous. We can't wait. We're so doing this in the classroom. And they put it in the little jars.
Sounds crazy, but I can almost taste the fire. Like I can almost taste the heat in it.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know. It's good.
You won't get any complaints out of me on this. Oh, look, beautiful. Oh, it hardened. It really does a nice job. Oops.
Yeah, it's starting to harden up already. If your maple cream, just for future, it's definitely, as it gets cold, it's definitely going to harden up. So you can put it in your oven for a little bit. If you're using a microwave container, you can put it in there and heat it up gradually, and it will be back spreadable. But it stores really nicely in the fridge, so please take one.
Did you get the? I can't get it till.
That's a lot to handle right there.